Hi everyone, it's Sally here from the ICE Primary team. I hope you're keeping safe and well, whether you're still at home or whether you're back in school, and I can't wait to see you all again soon. Well, for our last big question before the summer break, I thought we'd ask a big one. Who made God? I wonder if you've ever thought of that question before. It's a hard one to get our heads around because in our lives, everything has a start, a middle, and an end. And so we wonder, who started God? And will God end? Think about our lives. Maybe a cake. Have you ever baked one? We start a cake when we put the ingredients together in the bowl. Its middle is when we put it in the oven to bake, and then its end is when we eat it up. Or each day, that has a start and an end, doesn't it? It starts with a beautiful sunrise, and eventually ends with a glorious sunset. And then you and me, we have a start, don't we? We are all born. We will grow up, and eventually will pass away. So is that the same for God? Well, the Bible teaches us something pretty extraordinary. It teaches us that God doesn't have a start. Instead, He is the start of everything else, including time itself. No one made God. He is the one who makes everything else. There's a famous song in the book of Psalms, and I'm going to read it now. So why don't you have a look and a listen to the words? My Lord, you have been our home forever and ever. You were God before the mountains were born, before the earth and the world were made. You have always been, and will always be God. Psalm 90, 1-2. So this verse tells us that there's no one bigger than God, and no one made God. He has always been, and He will always be. There's a special word we use to describe that. That's eternal. It means no beginning, no end, forever and ever. God is eternal. Now that's a lot to get our heads around, and we might not entirely understand it. That's because God is bigger than the whole universe. He's bigger than anything we can see with our eyes, and He's even outside of time itself. But even if we don't entirely understand it, we can still be comforted by this truth, because it tells us something really great about God. It tells us that He's not going to go anywhere, and there's no one bigger than Him. So if we decide to trust Him, we know that He's not going to leave us, and He's strong enough to help us through whatever we face. That can be a real comfort, even if we don't understand the whole big picture all the time. Well, I hope that's been a helpful answer for this Think Big Thursday. I hope you also have a lovely summer break and get some good time, downtime with family and friends. I look forward to seeing you all again in September. But for now, from me, goodbye.